shadow of the Word of Life mural that some call Touchdown Jesus, hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic fight show ahead of this showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. Past the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Commodores.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Paul,
there he goes down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. I mean, he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass, it's Stewart. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this game.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, what a cut! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass.
Going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the back. He got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Slabs ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll try the right side. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great...
Gets away from one, finds some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Time to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Commodores are on the move. Looking to throw at Stewart. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Foster. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking left. Complete on the comeback. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Here we go. The give to the tailback. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day. Ready
to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Commodores in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. To the air on first down. Throwing right. It's complete. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. First and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Doors.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll immediately call timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Back to throw, it's Stewart. Here's a heat. Looking for a big gain. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Oh, he's got some space. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're looking at a 21-point hold. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll leave it with him. And the 35 is open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
That's caught. It's Ward. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Commodores are rolling down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Vandy!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Quarterback may change this route. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Finds his man. It's Foster. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Here's the give off the left side. Breaks into the open, and he's dragged down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a first down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Stewart. Here comes the heat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. The run from the shotgun. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The give. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's inside the 40. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big...
There he goes! Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in the League One, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he made the extra point without problem. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's King. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs. It's hooked. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's King. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, it's Hooks. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready.
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's a draw. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open.
Turning it on! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Under fire. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Holding. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's second and 11.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the... A shot toward the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they did tack on the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching a